Hello, everybody, and happy Sunday. Welcome to today's broadcast, Paint with Me Sundays. How's everybody doing today? Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's broadcast. We're going to go over really quick how to get you some commissions. So let's get into it. Hey, everybody. So we're doing a Paint with Me session today. Hello. Heyo. Just in case you guys are new around here, my name is Danielle. I'm the artist behind Acrylic Color. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing well today. So I'm just in here painting. Usually I don't, you guys never see like this behind the scenes process. You never see me usually show any of my personal work on the channel or any commissions, but I thought it would be a good time to kind of get on, and then I wanted to test things out. I have like my plastic gloves on because I'm getting ready to paint. Yes, I'm doing oil paints today. So usually I don't really get on, you know what I mean, and show you guys my personal work, but I thought I would do that today. How's everybody doing? Yes, so it's showing up. Ooh, it's kind of blown out. Let me turn down the. Uh, I'm bear with me, guys. I'm turning down the. What's the name? I can't really tell if it's any difference. I can't really tell. Ooh. All right. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Hey, everybody. Here we go. Autofocus. I'm messing around. Oh, here we go. I wasn't really seeing that. Now I can see it. All right. I turned the exposure down because it was kind of way too high. So anyway, yeah. I wanted to come on and kind of talk about commissions for those of you out there that are artists and you want to know about that. Maybe you're a newbie, maybe you don't really know how to get commissions, you don't really know about the process and what you need to do and yada yada. And in the meantime and in between time, I'm gonna get started because I'm actually at the finish line with this particular commission. So I really wanted to just push through this. Like, how's everybody doing out there though? Like, catch me up and tell me how's your day been going, what's been happening. Grab your paints and your pens, paint with me. This is not a tutorial. It's just us chatting on this Sunday evening, a little bit of painting, talking about commissions. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. While I get this paint together, okay? Yeah. I always have like some sort of hair, or I don't know what's going on. I think my brushes are kind of shedding on me. Okay, there we go. Because I had like a hair like in the baby's face. So it's really weird. Okay. So anyway, yeah, let's talk about, I want to get into like how's my day been going? How's your day been going? And I'm at the finish line with this commission, but I get a lot of questions on a regular basis about how to do commissions, how does it get started, how do you get them, yada yada yada. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. And today, first up, okay, let's talk about my first kind of thing that I like to talk about, which is SPA. That is skill, presentation, and advertise. Okay. Why do I say skill, presentation, and advertise? Because pretty much it's all about your skill level, you guys. Um, at the beginning of your career or whatever level that you're at, when you're at the beginning, especially when people really don't know you. Now, this is real time advice, you guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down. Yeah, when you're at the beginning of your career or whatever, people don't really know you. They don't really know what you can do, especially if you're not really on social media, if you're not really out there doing things, and blase blase. Let me get started kind of blocking. I'm kind of putting the finishing touches on this and working out a little bit of detail on her eyes and stuff like that. The teeth was kind of giving me some issues. I don't know what is going on with the teeth. So anyway, skill presentation advertise. So skill level, that's going to determine whether you actually start to get commissions. Commissions usually come to you. You don't necessarily have to put out there all the time I'm doing commissions, because if once you guys get good enough or your skill level is really good, or maybe you have a certain unique style, right? You have a certain unique style and the way you do things, it will make it where people start to gravitate towards you and really want to start purchasing things from you and buying your particular style of art. Like we all know we have that one favorite artist or one favorite thing where you like that style, like Van Gogh. Van Gogh had a unique style. Um Picasso had a unique style. So those people, you buy those things from those people because they had a surreal style, a style, pointillism, whatever it is, right? So that's skill level. Get your notebooks out, guys. Because I'm dropping some gems on this live stream today. Because let me tell you something. For those of you that are going to art school, or maybe you had a lot of training in art, this is things that they do not teach you in art school. So that's one of the advantages of being self-taught and kind of learning things as you go, learning things as you know, because you get the school of hard knocks and you start to realize these things as you get on your journey as an artist, right? So basically, wait, hold up. I'm trying to get this color together. In the meantime, comment and let me know if you have any questions. What can I answer? What are your burning questions that you want to know about commissions and just about anything? And this is the time to get them in, you guys. Get them in. Or you could always email me, or if you have something, if you happen to be watching the replay, or you over on Facebook, right? Because I think I'm live streaming on Facebook at the same time. Yes. I'm trying to up my game, you guys, and be really professional this year. So yeah. Let me actually log into Facebook and see what's going on. So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about that. You definitely don't learn those things when you're going to school. I had to learn that thing. I had to learn that the hard way, because when I first started doing art, probably a year in, I said to myself, you know what? Boom, I want to start doing commissions, because we all hear the stories about how commissions are so, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I can make so much money if I start doing commissions. You hear about that. You see the artists, they're like, oh, I'm doing commissions. Because it is true. Commissions can be very lucrative, right? But again, you got to have I would say, a certain skill level, be at a certain place in your life, in your art career, for people to start to feel like they want to actually commission something from you. Because commissions are stressful, and you should be at a certain level so that you can actually deal with those commissions and be able to troubleshoot in between all of that. Hit that like button if you're feeling what I'm saying. Okay? Okay? Hit that like button if you're feeling what I'm saying. So, presentation. Let's move on to that. As I block in, let me zoom you guys in so you can see a little more what I'm doing. Okay. So yeah, presentation, right? Let's talk about that for a minute. I actually have my reference photo right here. So a lot of schools don't tell you that you need to be on point with your. It's not just about having good skills and stuff like that, because a lot of artists have good skills. You could be the dopest artist on the planet, right? Like you could be popping, you could have the best skills, you could render something, beyond recognition and yada yada yada, right? But at the same time, if if you don't have presentation, what does she mean by presentation, Danielle? Presentation is, how are you advertising? How are you presenting your art? How are you packaging your art? How are you photographing your art? Do you know how to photograph your art properly? Do you have the proper lighting, presentation, style? Because that's a whole nother thing also. Having the right style in the way that you present things. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to, like for me, I love video, right? So a lot of my stuff is I present with video. I like to be extra with it. So I may have flowers and rocks and, little props inside of my photos. And in the beginning, when I started my creative career, I learned how to take photos. That's a whole nother level, which I'm not going to even get into in this live stream. But I learned how to take photos early on, especially when I was running my jewelry page, my jewelry company with my mom. It's a family affair over here, right? When I was running that, I learned how to take photos, because photos and video is the new wave when it comes to social media. That's how you get the word out there. That's how people know who you are, what you have to bring to the table. Get your own personality out there, right? Yes, okay. I'm still logging into social media and blase. And even when in the beginning, when you first start and you really don't know, like say you don't know how to do like presentation or whatever. The best lighting and the best equipment is what you already have. Your smartphone. Smartphones take really, really good pictures these days. You can just pop your smartphone out, put your thing down on a clean white background, boom, natural lighting is the best thing. Take it right outside of your house. It doesn't matter. You can live in the hood. You can live in a tenement. You can live in a tent. Wherever you live and whatever your circumstances are, find a way around that so that you can utilize that, because people are visual and they want to see something beautiful. So because you're an artist, you have to be able to present that to your customer when you're out there, you know what I mean, trying to get you some commissions. And again, that skill level should be up to par first. So get your skills up, you guys. Hey everybody. Can't post comments. Why can't I post comments? That's weird. Huh. I think because I'm live streaming on both platforms at the same time. That's why I can't post comments. So anyway, yeah, oh, I know where I'm at. Okay. I'm live. Oh, yeah. So anyway, that's something to kind of think about also. Let me see. Sorry, you guys. I'm checking to make sure I am live also. Oh, here we go. Yes, I'm live. Okay, great. So see, I'm live on both platforms. Yes. Okay, so anyway, so I'm glad that is working. I'm still kind of testing out this new streaming service, you guys. So yeah. I don't know why I'm saying that though. That's weird. Ooh. Ooh. So anyway, yeah. We go here with it. Not on the live stream, you don't. Not today. Hey, everybody. That's really good, boy. Sweet Lord. So yeah, just think about that. The way you present something when you're actually posting and stuff like that on social media, that's definitely something you want to think about. Listen, I'm dropping these gems today, you guys. So I hope you are utilizing that. I don't know what is going on with these teeth, but it was trying to take me out. So yeah, you definitely want to think about that. Presentation matters, okay? It definitely matters. Look a little one here. Little one right there. Now her teeth is super bright and light. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Presentation. Moving on. Let's talk about advertising. Now, you already know that a lot of social media is all about pay for play or pay to play, whatever you want to call it, right? So they want you to kind of pay to advertise and stuff like that these days. You can no longer just post things and then boom, everybody sees it. So that's something that you want to take into account when you're actually trying to get the word out there and tell people like, yo, I'm open for commissions, yada yada. Like say because you post things like you post on social media. Say you post on social media. You have beautiful skills, beautiful presentation. You take beautiful photo. You do a nice video. You post it on social media, and then boom, right? Boom. After that, um, basically, nobody freaking sees it. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you got to think about. Nobody's really seeing your presentation. Nobody's seeing that sort of stuff. So sometimes you may have to put out an ad. Now, good thing is that you can actually put out an ad sometime $5, $4, $3. Now, the more you put out, especially on Instagram, well, Instagram and Facebook is owned by the same people, but the more money you put out, the more people that you will actually be able to reach according to the amount of money that you actually put out, right? So that's something to keep in mind when you actually get out there and start advertising and trying to get your work out there and all of that stuff, right? So also advertising friends, family, co-workers, your church, that's all free. That's all. Thank you. So yeah, that's all free of charge. Advertising, getting your coworkers, learn how to network. Also, that's another thing. A lot of artists don't want to network. You don't want to talk to each other. You don't want to say hey or share resources and yada yada yada. The power of networking is a big thing, you guys. I can't tell you how many people how many commissions and work I've gotten just off the power of advertising and people sharing my work on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever I'm posting. I can't tell you how much work I've gotten based off of that. Consistency. You got to be consistent also. You can't just post one time, you know, in the whole month and then boom and you think that yeah, everybody's going to see your stuff and the orders are going to be like flowing in and people are going to be like, "Oh my god, I love your work." You know what I'm saying? No, it does not work that way. It really does not. You know what I mean? So definitely think about being consistent. And again, this is not something you're going to learn. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's telling you that entrepreneurship is not for play, you guys. It's not for the weak. It's not for the lazy. It's not for the people that don't want to get up and don't want to do this, that, and the third. Or, if you know, if you know, sorry, you guys, the family's home and, it's Sunday. So it's going to be all sorts of fun sounds and activities going on in the background when you're live streaming. Isn't that fun? So anyway, yeah, a lot of people are not going to tell you like, hey, you know, all of these things that I'm telling you right now, nobody's going to tell you that sort of stuff. Nobody's going to tell you that you're going to have to do a lot of advertising. It's going to be a lot of long nights and a lot of, long days that you're going to be doing things and yada, yada, yada. But I digress. We're going to focus predominantly on commissions. Okay. So let's go on to my next point. All right. My next point is boom. Okay. Get a deposit. You see, I put it in all caps. Why? Because Lord have mercy. I think it's very important to get a deposit. Like say, okay, you do the SPA, right? Skill, presentation, advertise. You did all of that. You did all the right things. The orders start flowing in. People start being interested in your work, right? And in between all of this is a lot of work and a lot of around. Don't get discouraged. Don't feel like, okay, because the order's not flowing in. Because sometimes you could do all of these steps, right? I'm just giving you my like tips and how I go about things. This is just my one way. It's many, many ways to get to that bag. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you could do all of these different things and still end up with buckets and end up with no money, no commissions, nobody interested in your work. You know what I mean? Because it's not just always about skill, presentation, advertise, get the deposit. It's not about always about just that, right? Sometimes it's also about your personality, your delivery, your are you nice? Are you do you answer questions in a timely manner? Do you have good customer service? Are you answering your DMs? Are you looking down in the comments when somebody says something nice and are you replying? You know what I mean? I mean, hit that like button and tell me if you feeling what I'm saying. Because this is a big part of it, you guys. Really, really, really big part of it. Really, really, really big part of it. Okay. So you do all of that. You get over, and the biggest step is get you a deposit. Usually, the rule of thumb for most artists is get you a 50, at least 50% down deposit, 50% and or more deposit, and once you get that deposit and stuff, then you can start to actually talk about what it is that they want as far as the commission goes. You know, um, get into all the details. But protect your peace, protect your time, value your work, because even if you just starting out and you just getting yourself together as far as trying to figure out commissions, trying to sell your work and stuff like that, value yourself, value your time. Try to get an email, or I would recommend make sure you have some sort of website so that people can actually go to the website and do the commission process through the website and or email you, because it's nothing worse than dealing with crazy people in the DMs that leave you on red or don't reply to after you leave them a long novel on, hey, you leave them a long novel on your pricing and your process and you yada yada yada, and then boom, they don't answer you because they know they didn't have no money to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that you should think about when you're thinking about the commission process. Make sure you get that money first before you start discussing anything else. Of course, there's other things that go into it, but these are just the basics I wanted to kind of touch on with you guys while I paint on this Sunday evening, okay? Um, I'm just cleaning up these edges. Cleaning up the edges. Ooh, ooh. So yeah, now that you've gotten your deposit and you're ready to roll, make sure you give people a timeline. That's pretty much the whole thing of it. I mean, of course, I can get into way more details, and you guys can always email me, or you guys, and this is the perfect time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, you guys. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to like today's video if you're feeling it. If you're loving the content that I'm putting out, okay? And let me know if you like these sort of like paint with me chat type of things. I can't really play too much music today because YouTube and Facebook don't want me to live my best life, okay? They don't want me to live my best life. That's just the bottom line of that situation. Okay? What was I saying? Blase. Oh, okay. So if you want to find out way more information, or you want to get really in depth with me, you can go to Boom. You can head over and check out my art. Check out the new art boxes that I have available on my website. Or you can just join my Patreon, because I go into more depth in my groups. I have the free group over on Facebook, as well as the paid group that has to do with Patreon. And you can find all of this on the website, including tutorials and yada, yada, yada. Everything is there. So speaking of that, all ties into it, right? Speaking of the website, you got to get you guys a website, get some place for people to go so that they can actually talk to you about what it is they need and stuff like that. Also, let me say this. There was something that happened with a friend of mine, and she got into a situation where another artist friend of mine, and she got into a situation where she went through a whole process of talking to somebody in the DMs, right? This is why it gets dangerous, kind of having conversations with people in the DMs and setting up commissions via DM, right? So she kind of got into this situation where she set up a whole thing, a whole commission, whatever, yada yada, with the person in the DMs. They paid via PayPal, through friends and family, whatever. Boom. The person came, picked up their package. They actually picked up their package locally, right? And once they picked up their package, they turned around and went over to PayPal and asked for a refund, you guys. Like, you never even believe it. They actually turned around and asked for a refund. Okay? So, and of course, PayPal gave it to them. Ooh, why is this so dark? See, I'm not paying attention. So PayPal actually turned around and gave them a refund. So now you know what that means, right? You know what that means for my friend. Now she's out of several $100s because basically, you know what I mean? Like, she's out of $700 because somebody. There's a lot of just put it this way, it's a lot of artists out there, you guys. So at the end of the day, definitely make sure you're covering yourself and you're not giving away too much via DM. You're getting your contracts, you're getting things written down. Get these people's addresses, emails, phone numbers. I mean, nothing is really guaranteed, but you should definitely be covering yourself, you guys, when you're thinking about doing commissions, because it's a lot of crazy people out there. And if you're not really a full-time artist, you wouldn't know the amount of crazy people that come out of the woodworks and actually have conversations. I swear to God, like on a daily, I'm blocking people, block, block. I'm blocking people. I'm having weird conversations via DM. Like, we can even get into like the weird things artists, like the weird conversations artists have with people via DM. Okay. I could write a whole novel about that. You know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely insane the amount of crazy ass conversations I'll be having with people via DM. Okay. So, like I said, cover yourself. Always cover yourself. Also, during the commission process, what I've learned is I tell a lot of people up front, you give them your time period. You definitely want to give them the time period. Have good customer service and constantly have an open communication with your client. Constantly be talking with them, telling them, reassuring them what you're doing. You should definitely give an initial, like, um, sketch in the beginning, initial sketch of whatever you're doing for them, whether it's a logo, portrait, whatever it is. This applies to any commission that you happen to do, whether you do jewelry, art boxes. I know people who do dolls. Whatever project you are doing, definitely cover yourself. Get that initial approval before you actually start to dive deep into whatever you're doing. Now, when you really get up there and you start getting yourself out there to people and they start to know who you are and the type of work that you do, if you happen to have a certain niche and blah blah blah, right? Um Wait a minute, I need to put some white down so I don't hold up, so this doesn't dry up on me. I need to put some white down. He, he. And as you can see, I'm working on a Sunday. That's right, because entrepreneurs work on Sundays. If you want to be an artist, a full time artist, this is what you have to do. You work on a Sunday. There's no days off, really. I mean, you should have a day off. Let's just say that. But, at the end of the day, it really is no days off. It really is no days off, peeps. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. What the hell was I saying? I probably should have wrote a whole script about it, but whatever. We're gonna talk off the cuff. This is like lazy Sundays where we're painting and having a good time, right? So pretty much, like I said, you should definitely be covering yourself and having these deep conversations with people and just letting them know what it is and that I'm talking about the initial sketch. Yes, definitely get that initial sketch out there. And like I said, once you get to a certain point in your career, you're going to get to the point where people know your style. But even so, you should still be sending them that initial thing so that they are happy. Or you ask them, like, okay, do you want it to be a surprise? Blase, blase. What I like to do also, okay, this is too dark. Way too dark. That's basically receding her in, so I need to lighten that up. I'm going to be chatting and talking about my painting at the same time as I'm talking to you guys. So, find out in the beginning whether they want you to have constant communication with them. In my group over on Facebook, I did a live stream where I talked about packaging, which I'm not going to get too much into today, but I really believe that you should be packaging your stuff because customer service really does not end. You know what I mean? I feel like customer service does not end just because the person has their package. I mean, just because somebody bought from you, that doesn't mean that customer service has ended, right? I really believe that you should be providing a service and kind of making people, go through a whole experience. It's a lot of work that goes into entrepreneur stuff. And now you guys can research that. I'm not going to get into like how to package and all that, or join a group over on Facebook, and then you can see what I put out as far as that goes. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the whole commission talk and all that, because at the end, that's pretty much you going through the whole process. I took you through a brief synopsis of what you can go through and kind of figure out, you know what I mean? I took you through that brief synopsis of that. And hopefully that helps some people out there where you're not struggling. I mean, at the end of the day, why I started this channel, right? I started this channel because I seen that there was a gap. And I just remembered that. Like, it took me kind of talking with another artist the other day, and it took me talking with them to remember why I initially started the channel, because they asked me why did I want to start the channel, and blase blase, what made me get into it and blah blah blah, right? So I started the channel because I seen that there was a gap in the YouTube university where there wasn't enough African American creatives, African American women that was offering comprehensive art tutorials and um, just content period surrounding African American people or brown and black people period. There just wasn't enough of us on YouTube. So I felt that it was really, really important to represent that demographic, and especially for people in my community that may not be able to afford to go to art school, right? Like a lot of people can't afford to go to art school. So it's like, okay, how how do those people get help? The people that can't afford to kind of go to art school, who helps them? Because I know when I first started learning how, um, when I first started learning how to do art, I was like desperately kind of looking for information. I was desperately looking for information on YouTube, trying to find something that was going to, um, you know what I mean, like fit with me and my brand and what I'm trying to do, and just find portrait tutorials where they had African American skin tone, where they had black hair, and you know what I mean. And you can find it, but not from a perspective of somebody that's African American, where they're specifically focusing on that on their channel. Like you'll find the random one somewhere, but not really. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, hopefully you guys are feeling exactly what I'm saying about that. But yeah, I mean that's basically how I was feeling about it. Like that's the gist of why I started the channel, to basically help people that's out there looking for information that they cannot find, just like I was. So that's kind of why I started everything. Her lips look really dark on this. I promise you, they're not that dark in person, but they look really dark on the screen right there. What she has on lipstick, but they're really not that dark. They're really not that dark. If you have any questions, put them down below. Cause probably gonna be on for another half an hour, you guys. Just chatting and talking and stuff like that. Yes. What am I looking for here? Usually I go live a lot on Facebook or Instagram. I'll do like a little live video, like kind of chat and stuff like that. So if you guys want to keep up with me, definitely get at me on Instagram because that's where I update a lot of stuff the most. On here, I don't really have a community tab to kind of talk to you guys because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. I'm almost there, I'm getting there, but not quite. So, um, yeah. So until then, get at me on the community tab, y'all. I mean, get at me on Instagram because I don't got no community tab. I'm just filling the baby's lips in. Babies are so cute at this age, I swear. Yeah, love the babies at this age. It's so cute. And it's like the little red lips, the little red lips. So yeah, um, you definitely want, like I said, you definitely want to cover yourself and oh yeah, I was talking about why I started the YouTube channel. Yee! Why? Do I need to zoom out? Can I zoom out? Oh yeah, I can zoom out, but I don't want to zoom out. So yeah, just trying to get these teeth right. Get the teeth right. Teeth matter. Teeth, eyes, all that stuff matter. All those little details. That's what makes a break a portrait, and whether you know what I mean, like you get it right, and whether the person is happy with it and stuff like that. All those little teeny tiny details, it definitely makes a big difference. Definitely makes a big difference. So yeah. So as we talk about commissions and stuff like that, um, we could talk about the fact that uh, entrepreneurship is, it looks fun, right? Like it looks fun. You say to yourself, it's like so fun. No, I mean it is rewarding. It's fun to kind of have your own like stuff and your own business, and you know, people. Let me zoom in. It is fun, you know. You know what? I need to start doing my tutorials like this because I think I'm liking this kind of setup. Maybe I don't know. I think I am. Her lips are way too dark. They are kind of dark, but the camera makes it look a whole lot. Um, they're more like a pinky. So now I gotta go in and kind of lighten them up. Then they're gonna be kind of like the same value as that way. It's not looking crazy like this. That way it's not looking crazy. Yeah. I need this orientation to go up a little bit. Uh, now I can kind of change the value down here on what I want things to look like. Yes, and yes. All right, so I'm bored with the teeth at this point. I'm about to move on and do something else. That's because I'm bored. That's what happens. Sometimes I just jump around and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, entrepreneur life, it can be a solitary life. It's a lot of long nights, a lot of early mornings. Um, Sometimes it can be hard to, if you don't, you be really lucky if you find a good partner that really understands your lifestyle, your career, what are you trying to build and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You could be really lucky if you find that in a partner. I'm kind of mixing some paints off on the side, you guys. You probably won't be able to see that. But I am. Yeah, so it's a really lucky person if you can find a partner. I think that's a good thing too, or find family if you have family members, partners, a situation where you feel like you are free to kind of make moves, build your art career unhindered. You feel what I'm saying? Without anybody kind of getting in the way. Let me kind of, maybe I can switch you guys down to my palette. No, never mind. I don't want to do that because I don't want, let me see. I don't want to throw off the orientation of the camera and have you guys kind of bopping around looking crazy. Let me see. This is what I want. It's kind of what I want. Fix her mouth. There we go. I had to get that. See, like you'd be surprised. You change one little thing, and boom. But that color is kind of off. That color is off, peeps. But that's okay. That's okay. All right. That is okay. I don't like that color, but it kind of reads okay though. It looks okay. That's what I feel. It looks okay. It looks okay. A okay. Oh, I gotta turn that saturation down again. Turn it way down. Because online it looks crazy. Yeah, so a lucky person is able to find a good partner that will be supportive of what it is that you're trying to do, and that's the name of the game. Other than that, if you with somebody who is not very supportive, that's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be a major league issue. My allergies is messing up. You feel what I'm saying? You feeling what I'm saying? Let me know. Comment below and let me know if you feeling what I'm saying. Hit that like button. I mean, that's just the realities of it. You need somebody that is going to support you in your journey. You do. You can't be, um, and that goes for family members, friends, whatever it is. You definitely want to be with somebody. You want to deal with people who understand the vision. And at the very least, if they don't understand the vision, they're down with the purpose of everything. You know what I'm saying? They get it. And that's the name of the game. Dealing with somebody who gets it. My allergies are really disrespectful today. I don't know. They just been bugging. Period. I don't know what's been going on, but my allergies have really just been bugging out. They really have. Doo-doo. Stand by your man. And why the hell is this so dark? Oh, no. And this is why you need good lighting, because now that looks like a piece of dookie on the side. That's what that looks like right now. Okay, that is exactly what it looks like. It looks like a piece of dookie. Oh my god. Comment and let me know if you loving these paint with me chit chat type of activities. I would love to know. I would love it, love it, love it. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and oh, okay, good, good, good. I was looking at something else. Anyway, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and whoa, look at her. She's just gonna have a big piece of brown weirdness on the side of her face now. See, that's how you solve that. That's how you do it. Okay. Now I done solved it. Solved the case. Solved it. So you see how that was able to cover it up. See that? See that? See that? Okay, good. Now she's good. Whew. That was close, right, guys? Real close. So anyway, I was watching one of my. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube anyway, but I was watching my favorite YouTubers, and you know, she was saying that last night I was getting tired. Anyway, let me finish my thought before I get into that story. So I was watching her, and she was talking about how pretty much, you know, she started to get like tired and get burnt out, and how she was just like pushing herself, and this all leads back into entrepreneur life, right? So she was pushing herself and it all, and like really going hard, and see, this is why she said at the time she was like comparing herself to a lot of other artists and YouTubers and all of that jazz, right? So as she compared herself and all of that, um but at the same time, through the comparison, a lot of people are admiring her too, like admiring her work, admiring who she is, yada yada yada, and all of that stuff. But she was struggling with depression and struggling with comparison to other artists and comparing herself to this person, that person. And then she started to struggle because she was working 20-hour days, 18-hour days. Now this is where entrepreneurship, and it doesn't matter what type of business owner you are, 9 times out of 10, most business owners, especially in the beginning, are working 18-hour days, 12-hour days, very long days, and then you're getting up and you're doing it all over again, sometimes 7 days a week, working 18-hour days. So you can eventually get burnt out. You know what I mean? Like working. Wait a minute, let me see where we at. Okay, we're at an hour right now, you guys. I'm still talking to. Well, this is gonna take me a while, but I'll probably end it soon, so I don't want to bore you guys to death. I know y'all come just to watch tutorials and just get to the point, right? So anyway, yeah, like she said she's working 18-hour days, 19-hour days, stuff like that, and really pushing herself to kind of get content out. And I mean, just a whole thing. She does like whole vlogs where she kind of goes through her whole day and shows you everything that she's kind of doing, what's really happening with her. I'm mixing colors on the side, you guys, so you're not gonna be able to see this. But anyway, and as she's going through that, I had to fix the shadow on her face. Um, as she's going through that, a lot of people are, a lot of people don't know, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, you can never really see another artist, see another person that is living, that you feel like is living their best life. That's the moral to the story is, even though you feel like somebody's living their best life, they're going on vacations. Oh, I mean, well, now you can't really go on a vacation, but you know what I mean. Like, they go on vacations, they're living their best lives, and they're really kind of enjoying themselves or whatever. But at the same time, do you really know their story? Do you really know kind of how many hours they're working, what they're doing day to day? You know what I mean? Like, do you really know what's really going on with this person? So you should never envy. A lot of people just envy the end result, but they don't really know kind of what somebody had to do to get to that end result, how much work people had to actually put in. You know what I mean? They just see the end result, or they see the 1 or 2 minute kind of clip. You see that clip, boom, you know, kind of see that 1 or 2 minute snippet on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. and you really don't know what what the person's kind of story was. So yeah. So never feel no type of way about what somebody's doing because you don't never know. You never know what they had to do to kind of get to that point, you know? You never really know. What did he have to do to get to that point? You know? A lot of people do that though. Like they envy a lot of people envy kind of what somebody's doing, what's really going on with a person. A lot of people envy those sorts of things. But I mean, meanwhile, you don't really know that, hey, people people over here grinding 18-hour days and 7 days a week, and you're not eating out and you're not getting your hair done and you're not, you know what I mean? And again, this is not something you're going to learn in art school. They don't teach you how to sell your work. They don't teach you how to be an entrepreneur. And I dare to say that being an entrepreneur is something I feel is in your blood. Like that's something that's already in you. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't even know how else to explain it, but I feel like being an entrepreneur is something that's already in you. You just haven't discovered it. You know what I mean? That's what I feel about it. You just haven't discovered it. Okay? You just haven't discovered that you're an entrepreneur yet. So much more to discover out there. So much more to discover. You know? And put my little rat in there. Mm, so much more to discover, you guys. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me see what I'm doing. I'm kind of working on her neck a little bit. Working on the neck. Working 9 to 5. I can make this in here. There's a whole nother thing right here. I gotta fix her lips. Fix her lips. Yep. I need to scrub that up. Scrub it, scrub it, scrub it. Okay, so I feel good. I'm kind of feeling good about everything that's going on. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's rant and chat, paint and chat, whatever. Paint with me Sundays. Today's topic was how to get commissions. If you have any questions, be sure to definitely get at me at be sure to get at me on creativegirlcolor.com, or you get at me on social media, you guys. Where's my social media? Basically under the same name. Or you can email me if you have any questions. Get at me, blah, 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 if you want to be a part of the podcast, or if you just have some random questions or you just want to chat. And yeah, okay. I'm going to end it at that. You guys probably are bored to death at this point. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it though. I hope you enjoyed everything that I talked about as far as commissions. You guys can go back over it on the replay. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button for me. Hi everybody, if you're just tuning in, subscribe and hit that like button. Yes, yes, and yes. Subscribe and hit that like button. I was just in here chatting, rambling, and talking about how to get commissions and stuff like that. So if you don't have any questions, you guys have any questions, put them down below before I check out. Let me check in. Just in here painting, finishing up a commission as I'm talking about commissions. Working 9 to 5. Let me stop that before they turn around and ban me and be like, are you singing? Oh my god. I swear to God. Like, are you singing? Oh my god. You know what? I want to clear up some of this here. Oh yeah. I'm kind of in an awkward position too. This is weird. Trying to fill in the little rosy cheeks. Fill in the little rosy cheeks. You know, it's so much fun doing a baby portraits. It really is a lot of fun. I'm gonna tell you that right now, you guys. I think I feel like I want to just strictly just do baby portraits because it's super cute, super fun. It makes the parents happy when they see their baby kind of looking cute and all of that jazz. It really brings the parents joy when they see that. They be so happy, you guys. So happy. when they see that you made their baby so cute. Somebody else was telling me about like kind of like pet portraits and stuff too. That's really popular niche. And but I'm not gonna get into like all the niches and stuff like that. But that's really popular. If you was happen to want to do portraits, um like pet portraits and um landscapes. A lot of people love landscapes. People love landscapes, you guys. That's a big industry. Really big industry. Landscapes. Just kind of like glazing some stuff on right here. And I kind of like that. Give it a little more dimension. And boom, get your life. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot to say this, and you guys are probably not going to watch to the end to even see what I'm going to say. But if you do commissions, right, definitely stay in your lane. Stick to what you're familiar with, what you what is like what's your happy place. So if you do landscapes, abstracts, portraits, whatever, surrealism, cubism, whatever ism, pointillism, no matter what's your medium, stick to your lane. Never let a client kind of take you out of your lane to where when you're doing a portrait or whatever you're doing, landscape, whatever it is, if you're doing that and then turn around and boom, you know, you mess up the portrait or you mess up whatever it is that you're doing because you're not really familiar with that genre or that medium or that medium, whatever it is, stay in your lane so that because at the end of the day, it's your name on the line, your reputation. If you're putting out shoddy work or work that looks like crap, you know what I mean? Like, these clients are not going to play with you, especially if they're paying you 300, 400, 5,000, whatever it is that they're paying you. People don't have money to waste. So definitely commissions are not fun. I'm going to tell you the truth about it. Commissions are not always fun. They're not really fun, period. Okay, let's just put it out there. But it can be something that is enjoyable, somewhat enjoyable, if you're doing a subject that is familiar for you and something that you like, right? For me, I like portraits. Let me zoom out a little bit. I like portraits. I like old master. You see, I like old master stuff. I like fantasy. I like flowers. So this is kind of what I incorporated in this person's portrait, right? So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you are thinking about doing some portraiture. Okay. So I think it's time for me to take a break. And I think I've talked you guys head off enough, right? But make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Okay. I love you guys so, so much. So much. Okay. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Shout out to my Patreons. I need to be putting that in the banner, but maybe next time. Let me know. Comment below. Question of the day. Do you like these sort of live streams where I paint with you? Just paint with me where I'm doing my private commissions or my private products. My private, you know what I mean? Do you like these sort of videos? Or you just want me to do something pre-recorded or a live tutorial? Tell me specifically down in the comments because I would love to hear from you guys, okay? Or you can email me or get at me on Instagram. Whatever you want to do, okay? There's my Instagram handle. You can tag me or hashtag whatever you want to do. And yeah, okay? Um, Let me know what time I should go live with you, all that stuff. Blase. And how to get commissions. Oh, I put that in there already. I'm kind of reading and trying to figure out where's my thing at. Sorry, I'm reading at the same time, you guys. I'm reading at the same time. Ooh. Yeah. So anyway, you guys know what it is. I love you guys so much. Okay, don't forget to comment and let me know what's going on with you. I hope you guys are doing well. Even though the world is opening back up, please be safe out there. Still wear your mask. Do your social distancing. You know what it is. Don't get all hype like we in a tropical paradise because people are still not well. Okay, babes. I love you guys so much. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.